hell of a drop. Oh. Good morning, everyone. I cleaned my camera just now for the first time ever, but I just wanted to touch on that point because just while I was cleaning it, I was looking at how worn it is, and I was like, this camera has fallen from 2 meters up Cairngorm Mountain the other day. It almost fell down the mountain I climbed in last week's video, and well, it did fall down a bit. It put a little chip in the screen. It's taken the abuse. I am currently starting the West Coast. We passed Durness last night because we couldn't find a good internet spot, but I'm going to pop back to see Smoog Cave because Matt recommended it. So that'll be the first thing on today's list. We're just going to start heading down the West Coast and towards that famous bridge. We probably get to that tomorrow because tomorrow's Saturday and Matt can he's not working Saturday, so yeah, we can do some exploring together. And then there's also, not far after that bridge, the highest waterfall in the UK, and it's only about half an hour walk from a car park, so I'm gonna do that. And I think Matt will join me too because we're both quite interested in that, and it'd be cool to see the highest waterfall in the UK. And then yeah, just find a spot around there and all the wild, and yeah, that's basically the plan for this week's video, is head down the west and we'll see where we get to. But now I'm gonna have breakfast because I woke up late because of my massive hike yesterday, and yeah, so tired, but that's fine. And I've got so many videos to edit. I haven't edited a video in about a week and I'm falling behind and I need to get them done. So that's today's job. I was going to move off first thing and go to Smoog Cave, but I've got to edit some videos first. So that's on today's agenda, and yeah, I'll probably catch you guys when we're on the road. Oh, the sun's coming out and I am wasting the day away. I've just spent over an hour creating a new intro for the west side, and oh, now I'm editing the video where I head north, so, and I've spent ages just on the title. But hey, I enjoy it and I want to do even more than what I'm doing and fancy editing because I enjoy it. It's like creativity and it's enjoyment. But yeah, I could do this when it gets dark, and I've only got like 3 hours of daylight left now, and I want to go see those caves, and I want to make a drive down, see a few places before I head to tonight's spot. So I'm going to make some lunch, and then I'm going to head off and we'll meet Matt again at another spot because he's always working again. But yeah, it's the weekend tomorrow, so we'll do some exploring tomorrow. Just served, 1 pot spag bowl. Pretty simple, and yeah, I'm gonna eat that and then we'll hit the road. Heading off from this nice little beach spot. Sadly I spent most of the time inside, but it has been like really quick weather change, quick bit of sun and then the clouds will roll in and it'll be raining. Quite windy as well, really cold wind chill, so yeah. But let's head to Smoog Cave in Durness. There's a good little map there. It's bloody 7 degrees outside. What is happening? It's meant to get cold next week. Made it. Let's go and see the cave. Let's go. Smoog Cave. Viking evidence. Archaeology excavations. Oh, it's a no drone zone. Luckily, it's too miserable anyway. It's drizzly weather today, but anyway, lots of birds actually. Hiya Mr. Robin, how's it going? They're very friendly here apparently. Robins are anyway, but yeah. Literally posing for me. I'll stick some pictures in now. ain't even got to the cave yet. The birds are just too interesting. Now I understand why there's no drones. It did say that because of the birds. Another one flying over. Right, let's cross the bridge. So cool, man. The birds, it's like they're just giving a show. All the just seagulls, I think they are, really. Anyway, let's go to the cave. Well, that was a lovely walk into the cave. I really enjoyed that. Matt said when he went it was just like in the summer and it was rammed, and you know, you were queuing, and obviously when you get down there it's filled with people, hard to take pictures. I was running back and forth along that bridge, little shelter thing, whatever it is, and just getting pictures for Instagram and videos for you lot. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, and the robin, that was pretty cool. Another one came up to me later, it might have been the same one, I'm not sure. But yeah, really pretty cool that cave was. Recommend a visit if you're here in the winter, maybe not in the summer because I imagine it will just be ram-packed. The views out the window of the sea, just lovely. And yeah, so now I'm heading to a place called Scowry, I think. I think it's about an hour south of here. The sun kind of sets in about an hour. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'll have a look at my map and we'll see where we end up. Oh, look who it is! It's Matt! Look, flat to the floor in third and we're barely even on a hill. Some water with a free cup that's attached to it. I think that's enough of that now. Oh. Wow, just wow, this place is stunning. So that's what was a gamble and no overnight parking. It wasn't on park for night, so I kind of had a guess. But I'm off to a new spot that also isn't on park for night, but isn't near a town or near the coast. So shouldn't be no overnight camping. We're down to back lanes now. We're off the A road. Actually, we're still on an A road, but yeah, this is Scottish A roads for you. Realised 99%.
doing his filming. It's a pretty big waterfall. This one isn't the biggest. We couldn't get to the biggest. The biggest waterfall was it's an hour away, and the weather's really on and off today. When we were flying the drones, it was like rain, sun, rain, sun. Yeah, don't fancy the 2-hour hike today, but maybe another time. But still, this waterfall's pretty cool, considering it's 5 minutes walk from the van. We seem to be ahead of the traffic. We get somewhere, it's empty. By the time we leave, there's people. I don't know why, that just one. Glen, is it? Mountain? Glen? I don't know. Just awesome. Right, we're going to head up there. We might go on and walk around the lock and maybe go to the highest waterfall, don't know. We'll see how it goes. The hail has now set in. It's a lot more windy than it was just down there. Check this out. The views are fucking awesome. Look at that. Sorry about the raindrop on the camera. It's just so atmospherical. Absolutely loving Scotland, and it's good to be with friends too, and the sheep are important. Look at this, made it. Not to the highest one. Scary. That's one hell of a drop. This is the Scotland I love. Look at this. Just a track down here. So if it was just me, I could just park here, but I don't know if you can see that reflector. That's the road just there. So kind of better off going back to where we pulled in, because this is a weird. If I show you on the map, it's a weird car park here, and then there's another spot down here. So I just drove down here, but I think we're better off just staying in the bigger one, especially as there's two of us. As I said, if it was just me, that would be nice, but it's right next to the road. So, yeah, probably head off back down to where Matt is. Also, I'm at 100%. Look at that. Only 18 amps going in instead of 30. Good morning everyone, it's getting cold again, 0 degrees. We made it to near, I'll put it here, this gorge, and there's also a waterfall which I'll also put the name here, can't remember any of the names. I'd rather just put them there than butcher them because I get so many corrections in the comments now. The burner is, wow, keeping it warm. sometimes it's a struggle to get it warm enough if the wood's terrible, but I'm on that good wood, so it's like, yeah, it's 20 degrees in here. So yeah, we're a bit later on, once the burner dies down and it gets light, we're gonna head off to there, and then I might go round to Loch Marie and do the coastal route round, which is the nice route, and then head down towards, I can't remember now. We'll just have to, yeah, but yeah, we're gonna go to see that gorge and waterfall first, and then probably head round and do a nice coastal drive in the daylight and head down somewhere near, I can't remember where I pinned, and then on the way to Fort William. I'll come back up and do Skye in the coming weeks, because I want to get down to Fort William to see some friends and do some bits and bobs. Yeah, and I also need water before everything freezes Baltic, and I want to be in the cold, which is kind of Fort William, Glencoe area, or the Cairngorms, but I've done that. So Fort William and Glencoe, and it's going to be nice and cold this week coming, so looking forward to it. But for now, I'm going to eat some breakfast, and I'll catch you guys when we hit the road. Ready? Feels like we're back up Cairngorm Mountain. It's windy as well. Snow. And look at the view over there with all the snowy mountains now. Freezing. This looks like a drive worth filming. Look how the scenery changes. Not that you saw it last night, but Scotland. Now the next week is going to be fun. No more sliding. Rose, good girl. So I'm going to go stay near Torridon. That was the area I was going to. I forgot. Torridon, which a friend recommended very much so, and said it's very good, you must visit it. That's also where there's that stag, if people know, where like is usually there. He's got a name, I think, as well, and people feed him and stuff. So yeah, it'd be cool to see some wildlife along the way as well, as it gets quite sparse. Well, it has been.
Alrighty.
Cool, right, we're ready to go. That is a long way down. Look at that. I don't understand why you can't have 6 people on this. I know, like, it weighs more than 20 people. It's just getting heavier. Filming Matt, filming me. Look at this scenery, man. Look at it. I'm coming up. Ah, yes. This is one steep one. Wow, look at that. That's a view and a half. Wow. Wow, the views, man. This west coast is, as everyone says, amazing. Over here, the sun's out. Absolutely lovely. Views for days. Looks beautiful. Hilly, windy roads around here. Why, mate? Just wow. This road has gone from wow to speechless. Look! Fucking hell! My mud flaps fell off, but I'm going to a jet wash tomorrow. Look what it does. It's just slush. Wow, that's Loch Marie on the left. The drives around here are... me and Matt have just been saying, like, the camera never gives it justice. It just never does. And that, whatever that is, I think that's Ben A, or however you say it, I'll put it on screen now, which is the car park I'm going to. It doesn't look real. I can't get that bit across. Like that is a kilometre or two away. But it's so close. I don't know, I can't describe it. It's just like, there's so much detail. And now I know why my friends said Torridon is amazing. Right, let's hit the road. We're about 20 minutes away if we don't keep stopping. So as Matt literally just said then, that is to the right of us, and that's to the left of us. So that is not the mountain, but it's some mountain nonetheless. And I want to know what, because, not that I want to climb it because it looks far too deadly, but it just looks stunning. That is Ben A. That snowy tall one on this road down to Torridon at this time of day with all the colours is something else. Wow. We made it to Ben A car park. It's snowing a little bit. Yeah, if you look at this sign over here, this is what I was on about. It does say please do not feed me, so my mistake. And don't startle, or, you know, might get a bit vicious, but as you can see, friendly with all the motorhomes. I've got to tidy up all the stuff that went everywhere as usual. Around all the Scottish roads. It's more when, again, it's the camber of the roads, when it changes, just throws my box around. I haven't opened this curtain all day, the blind behind it. Just to to keep the heat in because it's been 1 degree all day and it still is. I think it's going to get quite minus. Turned up, didn't think there was any internet, there isn't any on my phone, but again the good old Wi-Fi system is all working great and I'm at 100% again, so stuff's good. But I did crash the drone again and it was a little bit more severe than last time. An arm fell off, but I think it's repairable, so I'm not too worried, but I am a little bit gutted. It was in sport mode. I think it's snowing again. You can always hear it because it's a very light pitter patter. I think I've still got some leftover spaghetti bolognese. It made so much. Yeah, I have. So that's what I'll be having. But I'll probably be cooking a dal tomorrow night. Anyway, yeah, that's where we are. We're in Torridon and area. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Matt's going to be off this evening, so we'll be saying goodbye to him. So that'll be probably the last you see of his van. Of poor old Rusty Joy as well. Rusty Joy and Rusty Rose. They're both hating this winter, but as I say, hopefully I lost a mud flap, so I need to fix that tomorrow. Me and Matt were just saying it feels like we've come down so far south down the west coast, and he's going to shoot over to Inverness because he's got to be down in Edinburgh and it just makes sense, more major roads down that way. But it feels like we've driven hours and hours and hours down the west coast and we're only level with Inverness. We've kind of like just finished the NC500 bit. Yeah, we're not far from Skye area now and Applecross. I was thinking of doing Applecross like yesterday when it was all mild and stuff, and I was like before the snow hits, but turns out the snow already has hit, so I might leave that one. I might come back to it later on, we'll see how it goes. Maybe if there's someone else that did it. I know James did it in December when it was really snowy and he said it was, you know, it was sketchy but it was alright, so we'll see, we'll see. I'd like to do it but I don't want to risk the van, you know. Anyway, as I say, I'll probably leave this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I've had great fun travelling down the west. The scenery has been amazing and yeah, it's pretty mad. Anyway, we're greeted with the snow now. I'm sure it's going to get a lot colder and a lot more snow over the next week, but that'll be next week's video. So if you do want to see that, please do make sure you hit the subscribe button and let me know what you thought about this video in the comments down below, and hit the like button if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.